Namaskar and welcome to this evening's webinar. Uh, Ladies and gentlemen, it's a very solemn occasion to be honest with you because today is the death anniversary of Dara Dotiwala, one of the finest umpires and the finest human beings that you have had on the umpiring field. I mean, I owe a lot of my training and my success to him, and I'm sure a lot more people who are here or who will listen to us later will also tell us the same thing about Dara. I'm sure there's not a single person who would have had an issue with Dara Pochkanwala, Dara Dhutiwala, sorry. Uh, Paying our respects to Dara, let's start to introduce and reintroduce and keep introducing Gautam Gavankar as one of the young guns of this association and one of the live wires of the webinars, seminars, one who is normally well prepared to talk on a topic which makes uh, more of understanding a human mind than understanding an individual. Yeah, same individual on the field would be different from an individual when he's off the field. So tackling a player means tackling a player inward and outward. I'm sure Gautam will go ahead to make it a big one. Over to you, Gautam. As usual, after 40 minutes, if we don't have a signal from Subodh, we re-log in. Okay, go ahead. Yes, all yours.
Thank you very much. So the topic for today is handling of players, which always has been a very dicey thing when it comes to us umpires, because all of us, for whatever level we are officiating and from how much ever experience we have under our belt, we always have encountered Machu at Lawala like Koni Pathola and all these sorts. We have always uh, come across, we have faced. It has dented our confidence. It has worked productive, counterproductive to us. So, in a sense, for at any level of umpiring, for any level of umpiring professional, this would be an interesting topic. And so, to make it more interesting, uh, there have to be a lot of anecdotes, and I expect them to come from the other side as well. So why it is important, I'll start the topic by quoting Ian Gould, the recently retired ICC panel, elite panel umpire, who said that why man management is important is because decision making skills can vary on your day. They are a lot more dependent upon how a batsman player is playing, on what condition, on what pitches they are playing, what are the conditions, what are your mindsets. So the uh, decision making can vary. You, if you look at the top flight 10, 12, 15, 20 umpires, from decision making point of view, they'll be everyone would be close to each other. What separates an umpire would be his man management skills, because the personal skills that you carry, the understanding skills, the personality that you carry, it's likely to stay with you even on your worst of the days. So जब आप मैच को जाते हैं, you carry these skills with you, and any unexpected situation which arises in dealing with players, you are always prepared to deal with that. So ये important इसलिए भी है because when you are posted for any matches from smallest of the level to the highest of level, the posting authority or the people authority, the responsible for the postings, they'll always consider whether this person will be able to handle the situation, because decision making no one can ever guarantee, but what they look forward is this skill of yours, whether you will be able to manage the players, manage the match, and manage the show. That is why this is a very important situation or very important aspect of umpiring. Normally, what are the problems that we face in handling of the players? It depends on a personal, each person, uh, and how his personality is. But sometimes we tend to get too friendly to the players, or we are too soft and we get rolled over, or sometimes we stick our neck out. Sometimes we try to act too proactive, which is not required. We act headstrong. We end up rubbing people the wrong way, and then the match becomes more of a the it goes out of the hand. So between these two ends, somewhere we have to manage. तो ये कैसे मैनेज होता है एंड हाउ हम इसे बेटर कर सकते हैं. Nobody can ever guarantee or say that okay, I am the best match manager, but what are the general prerequisite that we seek in an umpire or we should achieve as a collective goal is what I'll try to highlight here. At any point of time, if you have any input, you can just interrupt me and put your view because that would be more relevant for this topic. So I'll start with what I think is for player, even from the player management perspective, what should be the preliminary aspect. One is you should realize your self-worth. I understand it is a topic of handling with the players, but it's the communication which always emerges from you. And when you are super confident about your own abilities, the knowledge that you have, the studies that you have made, the preparation you have done in order to go for the match, it reflects. So the first impression that you throw to a players, even without speaking, is how well you have prepared. I'll go back to 2012-13, my first B division game. It was I was posted and I was told it's a very important game and I should be uh, putting my best and so and so forth. That anybody would tell a young umpire. And I did a mismanagement of time. That's my lack of preparation. And I reached Worli Sports Club just about 5 minutes before the toss. When the call started coming from NCA, it's a bad time management from me. Maybe I decided to take a car to the match and got stuck in a traffic. And I reached there and I was welcomed by the captain of a side who happened to be ex-coach of the Ranji Trophy team and a very senior player, retired player. He said, "Hey, baga, hey, ale tata." And match ची वेळ पण माहिती नाही. That was the first, and that the match started with that on that note, and it just went downhill. So much so that that was my only top division game for that season. It went up with Koni Pathola and all these things, disat nahi tha chashma card, but it all started with that bad match management when I reached the match late. So players, when they judge you, when they rate you, when they think of you, they even look at how you have turned up for the match. So when you come up, आपका preparation क्या है, कौन से level का preparation आप करके आए हैं? If somebody puts a casual query to you, how well you are able to answer that. तो उसके लिए अपने को लगेगा playing conditions, अपने laws, उसका एक tremendous studies जो हम normally local level पे कभी-कभी we try to give it a go by, जैसा नहीं होना चाहिए. Because umpiring is a career. It's a 20, 25, 30-year career. You can't prepare for an important occasion a day before or 2 days before or a month before. It's an ongoing process. So when you put yourself into the habit of preparing for every match, irrespective of the stage or the or what stage that match is being played at, you get yourself into that habit. So that is the first way of throwing your impression on the match. Players are a part of it. How well you are dressed, how neatly you are dressed in your uniform. So this is a sort of communication that you make without speaking, non-verbal communication. So जब आप वहां पे जाते हो, when you speak, even at the time of toss, जहाँ पे हम normally we just tend to toss, किसने batting लिया, किसने क्या किया, and we go on. No, there has to be a process to that as well. Do we give them an idea about uh, any changes in the playing condition that has happened? Do we tell them that how we are going to look at suspect action or COC? Because 4 5 years ago, the board of umpires asked the umpires to go in a proper manner in respect of the code of conduct as well as suspect actions. So there were cases of suspect actions report being filed or COC being filed for those matches. So usme it came as a surprise to some players as well, because suddenly reports जाने लगे. तो वो उसमें एक sensible player handling का part था. If at the time of the toss, which I prefer doing, if we can speak to the captain that so and so is the policy, association is looking at suspect action from this point of view, if there is an instance, I need your cooperation. If there is a code of conduct issue, I need your cooperation. When you speak that, you have pushed the responsibility on the captain. You have already made them aware that if something like this has happened, the umpires may take a certain course which the law warrants. You have pushed the responsibility onto him. You have made him responsible for that. So जिसको बोलता है कि एक बाउंड्रीज में बांध लेना किसी को. So that sort of a responsibility create which helps, and the way you communicate this, it helps creating that sort of a communication जो बाद में अगर ऐसा कोई situation आता है तो it helps. तो self worth के बारे में मैं बात कर रहा था. In the same match that I spoke, my confidence was totally shattered. I perhaps didn't. I thought I was rushed into top division cricket, or whether I deserve or not. And I met Vilas Bandivdekar, our own bandy sir. और मेरा उनसे बात हुआ. I was speaking sir ऐसा ऐसा ऐसा, and he said that you don't have to think whether you deserve to be at that match or whether you are prepared. If the association has posted you, that means they have reposed their trust. They consider you are good enough. That is why you are going there. So what a player thinks of you, and he specifically used that you are a rising, you have a rising career, you will only go up, and the person who perhaps judged you, who put you down, or who came heavily on you is someone who is a has been. So he has come for the match with that idea कि मैं खुद को कैसे relevant करके जाऊं इस match में. So he took on you. You don't have to go by his judgment. If the association has reposed the faith in you that you are the right person to this match, then you are. So that was a good lesson for me कि self worth का realization होना जरूरी है, because if you can stand for yourself, then you can stand for anybody. You can stand in any difficult situation. So I'll start with perhaps which people think is a lesser relevant when in respect of player management, but I think it's perhaps the paramount topic. Second thing is, now I come to the main portion of today's topic, is player management or dealing with the players. Yes, sir.
Now that you spent 3-4 years into this system,
Yes.
what would you do differently other than arriving on time to get your confidence back straight away as compared to what it happened whenever it was your first?
Now, first of all, I'll time myself better, obviously. And now I have realized that only people that I'm answerable to is myself, because my own progress and my own commitment to the game depends upon that, and to the people who have reposed the faith in me, because I have to justify their faith. I'm not answerable to the players because I give them out only when they edge one, or they don't, or they miss. I give them, say, bat pad. If they play with the full face of the bat and hit on the side screen for a six, I have no way I can give them out wrongly. So when a player makes a mistake, only then they leave a room for mistake to me. So that wisdom perhaps came to me after speaking to a lot of seniors. The most important point is having a kind of a mentor or a go-to senior to you, for you, where you can always go blurt whatever the stress or the pressures or the underconfidence that you have, and they will obviously guide you. So now, over the 3, 4, 5 years of a proper umpiring, I would say I would not bother about what a player is, what his reaction is. I'll focus on what I have to do, because I have to do a game. My commitment to this is to the game. I have to run the show for another 6.5 hours. I'm not going to lose the plot on the first minute of it. So I would rather ignore this at that point of time and proceed with my match.
Gautam, it's very difficult to ignore it, especially when a comment comes from a guy who's quite popular in the circuit. So would you find it convenient as you walk in to say, guys, I'm sorry, I got
Yes,
stuck into certain things, and we'll ensure
yes,
that
right.
the game happens on time? Would
Yes,
that help you?
yes, of course. It's the first thing is again the acceptance is very important. What the player, my experience is the players look at. They don't expect you to always make correct decisions, but they prefer if you have the ability to own up to your actions, not necessarily going and in respect of a decision going and saying sorry, but if somebody points it out that some loophole that you have left, there are players who give you a positive feedback also, not necessarily in a critical manner. But if you show some sort of a acceptance, if not just directly falling to their feet, but some sort of an acceptance, the issue is sorted then and there. It doesn't blow into something else, or it doesn't carry on. So as you mentioned, maybe a polite apology for turning up late would have worked. Then it would have been easier for them or me to move on from that topic. So
Go ahead.
now
Go ahead.
I
Go
move
ahead.
on. Yeah, yeah. Now I move on to player management. Now player management will also differ from person to person, from umpire to umpire, and also to a player to player. There's no one shoe that you can fit in. There are always do's and don'ts that are suggestive, but they are only suggestive. What you have to do is you really have to stay true to your personality. Because if I wear somebody else's shoes, I'm going to have this all this problem to my knees, to my back, and all this stuff. So I'm not going to fit into somebody else's shoes. And if I try to portray somebody else's role, I'm going to fall flat on my face. So, agar I'm doing an under 14 or under 16 game where those are kids, you don't really have to manage them temperament wise or conflict wise, but in that your role slightly changes. You go into a quasi parental role, मतलब जिसको हम बोलते हैं थोड़े पेरेंटल रोल में हम चले जाते हैं, बिकॉज यू आर नॉट गोइंग टू पनिश देम फॉर इमीडिएटली फॉर समथिंग, सम इरेगुलरिटीज दैट दे कमिट और उनसे हो जाती है कभी कभी. सो वहां पे अपना रोल थोड़ा अलग हो जाता है. You tend to give them more chances. You tend to give them a little bit of leeway, because at that age a player falling in love is more falling in love with the game is more important. A player playing the game in right spirit is more important. So only in that respect you will give him inputs. My experience is that at that under 14 or under 16 level, you don't really get too many queries from the players as much you get from the coaches. But वहां पे मैच मैनेजमेंट या प्लेयर मैनेजमेंट का इशू उतना ज्यादा नहीं आता है. But as you grow into age groups, under 19, under 23, and most importantly senior cricket, वहां पे ये issue always comes, because the players now, another question that people feel, or another issue that they face is when some star player is playing. By star player I mean somebody who's a Ranji Trophy regular or who has had an international exposure. So और एक ऐसी चीज बताई जाती है कि whoever is the player, we have to treat them all equally. Yes, in principle yes, but in practice it is a myth, because practically someone who has played at that level is an achiever. और हर किसी को एक certain respect for the level he has played cricket as at वो देना जरूरी है. That is what they want. When you go into the match, you expect कि मुझे किसी certain तरीके से लोग treat करे, not special treatment, but with a certain sort of a respect. So जो respect आप लोगों से expect करते हैं, अगर वही respect आप लोगों को दे पाए. For example, if a senior player is playing, for say a Ranji Trophy, or a Mumbai captain is playing the Ranji Trophy game, you don't have to go and start sycophancy there. But if he comes, या खुद जाके उससे hi hello करने की भी जरूरत नहीं है. But if there is an interaction, you can say, you can, well, it's nice to see you here, or it's great to see you playing here. So एक जो हम बोलते हैं कि एक ग्रीटिंग्स एक्सचेंज करना, दैट इज एसेंशियल, बिकॉज उसके लिए भी एक जरूरी है कि आप, एमसीए हैज टोल्ड अस कि 45 मिनट्स हमें जल्दी पहुंचना है. बट माय एडवाइस वुड बी टू रीच at least an hour before the match, because the time you get before the match in or around the player is most important in building that sort of a trust and camaraderie between the players, or you and the players. How, as the first point I mentioned, how you turn up for the game, आप कैसे आते हैं, आपका preparation कैसा है, Only when you come on time, come earlier than time, people will notice that. Similarly, preparation का एक part ये भी है कि you know what is happening in and around the the cricket tournament at that point of time. कौन batsman run score कर रहा है? Who has recently gotten selected into a team? किसी ने कुछ achievement किया है? If you compliment them, because ये कोई preparation नहीं है, it's a normal human trait. You know someone by face, he has achieved something, he has gotten selected to a Ranji Trophy team last week. You say congratulations. They know that you know about them. उसी से जो बंदा खुश हो जाता है, then आपको पूरा मैच वहां पे आप कुछ भी करो. If he has scored 100 in the previous Sunday in a Kangali game, he said, "Arey, I just checked the score. Great innings." He feels happy about that, and that is something that creates that sort of a bond between a player and an umpire. तो ये फैमिलियरिटी जैसे होते हैं. मतलब आई गिव यू एन एग्जांपल. अगर मैं ट्रेन में मेरा किसी के साथ कुछ इशू हो जाता है, whom I don't know, I don't mind immediately hurling out some abuses to him. But if that person is someone I know or someone I have a familiarity with, then मैं थोड़ा खुद को restrain कर देता हूँ. So exactly that is my strategy sometimes, to make myself familiar to the players, that even when they are upset with me for some or other reason, they restrain themselves from blurting out fully. तो ये जो familiarity हम create करते हैं, sometimes वो बोलते हैं कि familiarity brings contempt, but at least in my umpiring experience, familiarity brings comfort. तो जब उनको पता होता है, when you speak to them in this manner, जो हमारा एक common communication का as not as an umpire but even as a normal human being, it goes a long way in establishing that bond. एक चीज हमें avoid करनी चाहिए, observed, is when, again I come back to a star player, sometimes the umpires I have seen running and trying to click pictures, taking selfies and all, even before the match, which we should strictly avoid. Respect dena, here you have to play your role, that you have come there as an umpire. You have not come as a fanboy. So when you throw some sort of a picture जहाँ पे आप photos ले रहे हैं, या you are trying to become even to an extent of being a sycophant, it doesn't reflect well. Even if you are in good terms, on a friendly turn, it doesn't reflect that well onto the match or onto the what is coming. तो ये एक चीज हमें avoid करनी चाहिए, that getting too close to the players, even age wise, we are normally the uncles to them. तो शिंग मोडून वासरात शिरणार असं म्हणतात, ते सुद्धा आपल्याला थोडं अवॉइड केलं पाहिजे. इट्स ओके टू हॅव कॉर्डियल relationships with them, but trying to be one of them or trying to be part of the fun that they are having as a group, it doesn't reflect well onto the umpires. So we have to stay in our role even before the match, during the match, and post the match, which will help build that respect for us. Now, I spoke about the pre-match, how I should be going about the player, handling of the players or building a relationship with the player. It's equally important how I do mid-match. Match में मुझे क्या करना है? Because that is the place where we are together for 6 hours, and that is the place where most conflict start. So what I try to do is, I'll tell from my point of view, because I'm not a big fan of throwing ideas कि ऐसा करना चाहिए, वैसा करना चाहिए. What I have done and what has worked for me is, first things first are, when a batsman is taking guard, he asks, sir, one leg, two legs, you slightly move towards the wickets while giving that guard. You come ahead, you take interest in that person who is taking guard. While giving guard also, it's a mundane duty for an umpire, but you show some intent in giving him guard. That is perhaps the way you make a batsman comfortable, or I feel. Or when you take the cap from the bowler, he gives you, sir, right arm over the wicket, left arm so and so. You just ask him his name, for under whatever pretext, whether you want to write down the overs or something, and subsequently you can refer to him by his name. Nothing works greater than, or in building the bond, than using their first names. Make a point here, don't use their nicknames. Somebody किसी को ये बोल रहे हैं, वो teammates उसको ये बोल रहे हैं, you are not their teammates. You're not in the role of their teammates. Even if they're colloquially called in that name, please don't enter into that. Refer by their first name. That is sufficient. या जब मैं bowlers end, strikers end say I am walking towards the bowler's end. The fast bowler and the third man is walking in. I make a point to walk few steps towards the bowler to take his cap so he doesn't have to come to the stumps and give me the cap and go back to his run up. A fast bowler loves that. I even have some players telling me कि सर आप मतलब ये मैंने ऐसा notice किया आप आते हो, and it feels good, it feels some sort of approval by the player. So that I have noticed that it builds some sort of a comfort level with the bowler. Now एक timing भी हमको देखना होता है जब bowler is very close to the crease, the popping crease, his landing is very close to the popping crease. तो उसे हम बहुत बार बोलते हैं कि you're coming very close, या थोड़ा और पीछे आ सकता है. Now it's important कि ये communication हम कब कर रहे हैं. बॉलर ने छगा खाया है, 2 चौके खाए हैं, he is coming back, he is most frustration, the captain ने सर पे हाथ मार लिया है. At that point of time you are going to tell him कि भाई you are coming very close to the stump. He might tell you कि भाई सर आप अपने काम पे ध्यान दो ना, आपको अगर आगे गया तो नो बॉल दो. So that sort of thing ये हमें थोड़ा ये experience से आता है. But when to speak, how much to speak, when to speak and whom to speak, ये अगर 3 keys है वो अगर हमने master कर लिया with the experience, nobody can claim that he has mastered, but closer to that, then it will help in building excellent player relationship. This is, I think Simon Toffel in his book has mentioned that he told once to Glenn McGrath when he was hit for 2 boundaries consecutively that you are coming very close to the popping crease. And McGrath told him to focus on what's happening on the other end of the pitch, that he should not enter middle in his bowling. So he says that it is important to buy time and choose the time to speak. तो जैसे आप ज्यादा से ज्यादा मैचेस करते हो वैसे आप are we running out of time for this session?
Yeah, I think about 5 minutes to go. You just continue at your speed, and
Yeah.
when it cuts off, it shows login, we'll log in. Let's not bind ourselves by the time.
So जैसे हम it's about picking the correct time, as I said. So the more matches we do, we get comfortable with certain players. Certain players we meet outside the ground, we build some sort of a bond. You know that these are the players, these are your go-to men. When there's any issue on the ground, you find comfort in these players because you know that they will convey the correct message to their team. If it's the captain, that's the best possible scenario that you can have. So a captain ke saath agar, so preferably you speak to the captain. You always speak to the captain about whatever issue you are facing or whatever message you want to communicate to them as a team. In that sense, you ask them to do what a captain ought to do. You speak to them as a captain. उनके role में उनको डाल के, you remind them of their role. You push the responsibility, as I said earlier, to them. जैसे कोई player का behavior है. There was another match that I was doing and an India international player was playing, and there were a lot of issues about a certain no ball call, unnecessary issues I would say, but where I found a comfort in his captain because I had become very familiar with that captain doing so many matches. I just had to tell the captain that, see, Mr. Captain, Mr. So and so, I called him by his name. An international player is playing in local cricket. If for whatever reasons we have to send him out of the ground, it doesn't reflect well onto him as well as onto the match we are playing. So I just want you to take care of him. I don't want to get my pen and paper out for this. And surprisingly, that worked really well. In the end of the match, वो थोड़ा अलग ही हो गया, but in the match we could carry on with the remainder of the match. I did not have to worry about him. So ऐसे relationships build करना important है with those sort of players who have influence over the team and with whom you can, आप अपना काम आसान कर सकते हो by pushing the burden onto them, but cleverly, obviously not asking them to do your job, but very cleverly getting them involved in your work. So obviously I'll expect some questions also on this. उसमें मैं better examples के साथ उसको बता पाऊंगा. But then I move on to the post match also. Why I'm not dealing in too many things, ये करो वो करो, because I genuinely don't believe that those sort of spoon feeding helps any umpire, because it takes certain years for you to learn and acquire that learning. दो तीन बार गिरना पड़ता है, दांत टूटने पड़ते हैं, तो ही आप सीखते हैं. कि कोई बोल के कभी जाके it doesn't work that way. So post match भी मेरा कुछ experience, I have been very lucky to take some sort of a feedback from the players. जो relationships build होते हैं उससे. If something has gone wrong in the match, I have spoken to the captains. I have stayed post match. I have made myself available. ऐसा नहीं कि मैच में कुछ गड़बड़ हो गया, बैग उठाया भाग गया. If you have the courage to face the consequences of the action you have taken, or a particular lapse that has happened from you maybe in the match, if you are ready to face the consequences, if you are ready and you come across as someone who is responsible and answerable, players appreciate even some of the bad calls that you have made. They understand that it's part of the process, it's part of the match, that you're not going to get everything right. But I think there's a less than a minute available, so we'll disconnect and relog in. Less than a minute available. I'll see you at the same place at a couple of minutes break.
Yeah, with a different look.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we'll take a break.
Yeah. So I was talking about even the post match, how you can build relations. It's important to be answerable to a match. It's not always necessary go and apologize about a mistake that you have made, because that is your job. जो discussion किसी भी player के साथ होना चाहिए, it ought to be about how the match went, how they thought you did, where they thought you could have improved, or where you could have dealt a particular situation in a better way. Even better if you have had some uh, issues or some sort of a, I won't say quarrel, but some discomfort with the player. It's always better to uh, go across to him, make yourself available for, because at the end of the day, jab sab ghar jaye, as far as possible, everyone should be satisfied and everyone should be smiling. There have been occasions when I have actually gone to players with whom I have had, in fact, quarrels on the ground, spoken to them, tried to put my view forth, listen to them. It's important to listen to them. You can speak, obviously, once it works wonders. जब दूसरों का आप सुनते हो, तो it works wonder. Whether वो आप actually mind करो या ना करो, it's important to listen to them. And I received some very good feedbacks for them. So same thing applies. कि, so that is something I have always believed in keeping that sort of a communication and making myself or presenting myself the way I am. I'm somebody who is talkative. It's said that umpires ne zyada baat nahi karna chahiye. He should keep to himself and everything. But if there's a conversation, I make myself a part of it, because maybe it keeps me into the game. अगर कुछ थोड़ा हंसी मजाक चल रहा है, I respond to them. You don't have to participate in that, but you have to show that okay, you are also human, because तब आपको थोड़ी acceptance ज़्यादा मिलती है. Rather than being a policeman there directing and dictating things here and there, it's better to be human. क्योंकि जो normal reactions एक इंसान के हो सकते हैं, if there's somebody scoring a 100, a good double hundred, somebody has scored, there's no problem. I have never felt a problem saying well played to him on the field, but make sure that you don't enter their zone. Players are very professional these days. They have coaches, they have their own targets to achieve, they have their own frustrations. Don't try to become a coach. Stay in your role. ऐसा करना था, वैसा करना था, ये अच्छा हो गया, उसमें वैसा किया था. Don't comment on what is happening on the match. How would you have done something in that situation? Because that's not your job. That's not your expertise, and obviously they are already bombarded with a lot of information and expectation. They don't want another tongue wagging at them. So ये चीजें हमको strictly avoid करनी है. Even if some ex cricketers son ये वो खेल रहे हैं, you don't have to be and try to be very close to them and try to, because they have their resources. So उसमें अपना रोल छोड़ के बाहर जाने की जरूरत नहीं है. इफ यू डू योर जॉब प्रॉपरली, यू कमांड दैट रिस्पेक्ट, यू बिल्ड दैट ट्रस्ट. तो इसके बाद आई वुड वांट कि थोड़ा एनेक्डोटल डिस्कशंस हो, बिकॉज अदरवाइज आई एम गोइंग नोवेयर विद दिस. ये मतलब सिर्फ ज्ञानबाजी या मेरा एक्सपीरियंस हो रहा है. सो आई वुड वांट एटलीस्ट सम पीपल टू कम अहेड and share their experience or what they had, जिस पे हम discussion कर सकते हैं. I can put my view on that. So is that okay with everyone?
Should be.
Because maybe then I can come up with something much better, because I have a situation to answer to or address to, and where we can actually come up to a much better way of addressing it.
Yeah.
Gautam sir, Guru Kadam here.
Yes.
Shall I explain one of my experience? Okay.
हा विचारा.
तुम्ही मगाशी जे सिनियर प्लेअरच्या बाबतीत जसं बोलला ना, तसं माझ्या बाबतीत एक इन्सिडेंट घडला होता. कांगालीची मॅच होती डी डिव्हिजनची. मी नाव घेत नाही, तो सिनियर होता, रणजी प्लेअर होते. तर बिफोर टॉस, जो टॉसचा टाइम जर त्याच्यामध्ये सुद्धा ते जरा वेळ काढत होते. आता सिनियर प्लेअर असल्यामुळे जास्त ते कॅप्टन होते, तर त्यामुळे आम्ही त्यांना रिक्वेस्ट तर केली. ठीक आहे, ते आले. दुसरा कॅप्टन हजर होता, आम्ही 2 अंपायर सुद्धा पिचवर हजर होतो. ते आले, त्यांनी लिस्ट दिली, नॉमिनेशन लिस्ट दिली. त्या नॉमिनेशन लिस्टमध्ये आपल्या याच्याप्रमाणे 11 प्लेयर प्लस 4, तर त्यांनी ते 20 जणांवर टिक केली होती. तर मी बोलले याच्यात ते प्लेइंग 11 कुठचे त्यांनी सांगितलं. नंतर बोलले सर आता पुढचे जे आहेत ना सबस्टिट्यूट तुम्ही 4च घ्या, कारण आता नवीन आपला प्लेइंग कंडिशन चेंज झालेली आहे त्याप्रमाणे. तर ते म्हणाले तू मला काय शिकवतोस, असं थोडी असतं, आम्ही किती पण खेळू. आता त्यावेळी काय झालं, माझा पार्टनर होता तो त्याच्यामध्ये त्याला सुद्धा कन्फ्युजन झालं की असं असतं का. तर मी काय मग पुढे बोलू शकलो नाही त्यांच्याशी. तर सर बोललो सर असं आहे, मी तुम्हाला सांगतो की 11+4 पाहिजे मला, तुम्ही द्या ते. नाहीतर मग उद्या तुमचे जर समजा ते 4ही जर इंजुअर्ड झाली तर नंतर बघता येईल, बोलो अंपायरचं ते राहील कॉल, मग तुम्ही मला हे दिलं तर बरं पडेल. तर त्यांनी मला जरा ते याच्यामध्ये, आता मी सिनियर प्लेअर असल्यामुळे मी जास्त सुद्धा त्यांच्यासमोर काय बोलू शकलो नाही. मॅच संपल्यानंतर मी पार्टनरला दाखवायला आलो की बाबा तू त्यावेळी मला साथ द्यायला पाहिजे होतीस, पण ठीक आहे, हरकत नाही. तसा एक एक्सपिरियन्स माझ्या बाबतीत घडला होता.
कारण कसं आहे ना, बऱ्याचदा असं होतं, जसं मी आता मगाशी बँडी सरांनी जे मला एक्झाम्पल दिलं किंवा जे मला सल्ला दिला होता, तो मी कायम डोक्यात ठेवतो. देर इज अ पॉइंट ज्यानंतर तुम्ही गिव्ह अप करता. कारण तुम्ही त्या प्लेअरसाठी जात नसता त्या मॅचला, तुम्ही तुमच्यासाठी जात असता, कारण तुम्हाला ती मॅच करायची आणि तुम्ही त्या मॅच साठी जात असता. शिकवायला खूप जणांना आपल्याला बऱ्याच गोष्टी शिकवता येऊ शकतात. जरी तुमचा लॉ खूप स्ट्रॉंग असेल, तुम्ही त्यांची शाळा घेऊ शकता. पण त्याने होतं काय, बऱ्याचदा ती सिच्युएशन तिकडे बिघडते आणि तुम्हाला पुढचे 6 तास मॅच करायची असते. जर तुम्ही प्लेयर्सना बघाल तर प्लेयर्सना खूप मध्ये ब्रेक मिळतो. ते आत जातात, ते बाहेर येतात, ते बॅटिंगच्या वेळेला बसतात, आणि मुख्य म्हणजे ते 11 असतात. त्यामुळे त्यांची सुख दुःख ते शेअर करू शकतात ग्राउंडवर. जर अंपायर्स तुम्ही म्हणाल आणि जर तुमचा दिवस चांगला जात नसेल, इट्स अ व्हेरी लोनली जॉब. त्यामुळे तुम्हाला आपलं मनस्वास्थ्य तिकडे ठेवून काम करणं गरजेचं असतं. तर फर्स्ट थिंग मला असं वाटतं, आता असा जो इश्यू झाला होता, बऱ्याचदा ना कधी कधी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी पुश करून खूप फायदा होतो. ज्या टायमाचं की मी नाही तुम्हाला सांगत आहे, मला तुमचे 20ही चालतील किंवा तुमचे 30ही चालतील, पण असोसिएशनने आम्हाला स्ट्रिक्टली सांगितलंय की 11+4 मार्क हवेत. 16व्याला आम्ही येऊ देऊ शकत नाही ग्राउंड मध्ये, जरी त्यावेळी झालं तरी. हे एक स्पष्ट सांगितलं. त्याच्यावर त्यांनी ऐकलं तर ठीक, नाही ऐकलं तर आपल्याला मॅच करायचीच आहे. त्यात 16वा आला तर आपण त्याला येऊ देणार नाही हे नक्की आहे. फक्त आपण त्याला एवढी कल्पना दिली आहे की जर 16व्याला तुम्ही पाठवलं तर आम्ही त्याला येऊ देणार नाही. हे तुम्हाला कन्व्हे करायचं त्याला काम केलं. जर त्यातही त्याचं समाधान होणार नसेल, यू कांट प्लीज एव्हरीवन. यू हॅव डन युअर जॉब, यू हॅव पुश द रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी की आम्हाला असोसिएशनने स्ट्रिक्ट इन्स्ट्रक्शन दिल्या, यू मूव्ड ऑन टू द गेम. कारण तुम्हाला तुमचं मेंटल पीस ठेवून मॅच करायची आहे, तुमचा बेस्ट परफॉर्मन्स द्यायचा आहे, ती तुमची त्या मॅच साठी बेस्ट सर्व्हिस आहे. एखाद्या प्लेअरला खुश करणं किंवा त्याच्यासमोर मान तुकवणं नाही. त्यामुळे इफ ही इज agreeing to what you are asking him in polite and yet in a confirming tone, yes. If it doesn't, give up on him, move on. असा माझा सल्ला राहील.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Good one, Gautam. I think that the guy whom you met in your first B division match and Guru met in his D division match was the same guy.
Maybe.
So that's a good learning school to be in, I believe.
Yes. Anyone else?
It's
Please come up. I saw some hand up. I didn't know. It skipped me. Anyone sharing an experience?
वर्षा, तुझा आवाज खूप लो येतोय. वर्षा इज ट्राइंग टू से समथिंग बट हर व्हॉइस इज व्हेरी लो.
आता येतोय आवाज?
हा, येतोय ना.
या
ओके. ऍज यू राईटली सेड की ठीक आहे, कोणता मोठा प्लेअर खेळत असेल तर त्याला रिस्पेक्ट वगैरे दिला पाहिजे वगैरे झालं पाहिजे, ते सगळं ठीक आहे. समजा ड्युरिंग द मॅच कॉट बिहाइंड अपील होतंय, अंपायरचा इन्स्टंट रिप्लाय येतो नॉट आउट, आणि तोच प्लेअर जाऊन नंतर क्विकली रिॲक्ट होतो आणि एक अब्युसिव्ह वर्ड यूज करतो, लाईक फक ऑफ. ओके, तो एवढ्या मोठ्याने यूज करतो की तो बाउंड्रीच्या बाहेर ऐकायला येतो. ओके, नाउ ह्या सिच्युएशनला जस्ट वॉन्टेड टू नो की ड्युरिंग द मॅच अँड आफ्टर द मॅच काय प्रोसिजर असली पाहिजे.
जसं मला म्हणजे आय विल टेल फ्रॉम माय पर्स्पेक्टिव्ह. आय थिंक इन द फर्स्ट जे आपलं सेशन झालं होतं यात वी स्पोक अबाउट द स्पिरिट ऑफ क्रिकेट, ज्यामध्ये ऑब्विसली वी मेन्शन अबाउट नो प्लेअर इज बिगर दॅन द गेम. So जो respect I was talking about a certain player is that the respect that he commands of his performance, ज्या तो परफॉर्मन्स किंवा त्याने जे काही केलंय क्रिकेटमध्ये त्यासाठी तो जो कमांड करतो अप टू दॅट मोमेंट when he plays onto the ground, जो त्या खेळामध्ये पार्टिसिपेट करतोय, he is playing because he is not there now, he is here. आणि तो तिथे खेळताना त्याने जी कृती केली आहे, इफ दॅट इज हार्मिंग द गेम, तर ती माझी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी केलं त्या ठिकाणी पॉइंट आउट करणं. पण पॉइंट आउट करणं कसं, इट माइट डिफर फॉर प्लेअर टू प्लेअर. कारण त्याला तुम्ही तिकडे राईल अप केलं जर का, यू हॅव टू टेक ऍक्शन ऑन हिम, येस, बट यू डोंट हॅव टू प्रत्येक वेळी. जेव्हा पोलीस नेतात, पोलीस पण एखाद्या नेत्याला अरेस्ट करतात, ते त्याला पकडून घासून नेत ना, पाकिट मारायला घेऊन जातात. तसे कामच करायचं असतं, फक्त स्ट्रॅटेजिकली न्यायचं असतं. सो त्याला त्या ठिकाणी व्हॉट इज इट की दिस इज नॉट ऍक्सेप्टेबल, हे त्याला त्या ठिकाणी तुम्ही एक कल्पना दिली. सो ही नोज व्हॉट इज हॅपनिंग पोस्ट मॅच. त्या ठिकाणी त्याला शिकवत बसलात तर ही इज गोइंग टू कम बॅक अँड ही इज गोइंग टू शो यू दॅट ही इज दॅट प्लेअर अँड यू आर नो बडी. दॅट विल बी हिज अटेम्प्ट अँड दॅट विल गो थ्रू आउट द मॅच अँड इट विल स्पॉइल द मॅच. सो यू पुट अ वर्ड बिकॉज ही हॅज ऑलरेडी सेड द वर्ड. You put him on the notice ki baba ha, this is something, this is not acceptable in my match and we'll take it perhaps after the match. त्याला जे काय करायचं ते त्यानंतर तो करेल. At the end of the match, depending upon how his response is, you just have to do what your duty is. So and so you are being charged. If you think it is worthwhile COC करण्यासारखं मॅटर आहे, yes, obviously, and you tell him and you move on. The respect is about treating it smartly because you have to conduct the game. You don't have to teach a lesson to someone. Someone who is indisciplined, someone who is rogue will learn his lessons by his own. आपल्याला शिकवायला जायची गरज पडू नये, कारण त्याने आपण आपली मॅच अफेक्ट करतो.
थँक्यू गौतम.
एक Nihar, I think, had put his hand up.
Yes. Gautam, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
So I have 3 questions or incidents. We can take it. Maybe we can take one at a time, or I'll do one and then rotate. But one area, again, both 2 were of Kanga League, wherein the thing that had happened is that it was basically the side in the first innings, the side batting second had a sudden collapse, and they got all out from a good position. They got all out, but the time left was just 3 overs for the second innings to start. So it was just like a dead rubber. What I realized is that before Amanda was giving the guard, suddenly before the second inning started, the captain of the batting side basically just rushed onto the field and was like running aggressively. And when I saw that, I just asked him to stop, but he just came very near to me, and he's like, "Sir, player nikal gaya, aapko aise kaise allow kar sakte?" Apparently, my partner had sent somebody, given a permission somebody to go off field for injury. So he like, this is not done. वो BCCI referee है, आप ऐसा नहीं कर सकते हो, partiality. I told him, you're not supposed to be here. Please go outside. Whatever the decision has been jointly taken by the umpires. This is not the time. Please go out. Go out. Then after 3 overs, got over. We were going back, and again he came back and started questioning the umpires. In the meantime, I had asked my partner that क्या हुआ. So he said that वो injury कुछ बोला है, तो he had. I gave him an approval to go off the field. That person. And then again, this captain was like, sir, आप कैसे ऐसे कर सकते हो? वो just because he's like a top-notch guy, उसको कुछ injury नहीं हुआ है, वो बाजू वाले tent में बैठा है. So my point, I kept my calm and I just told him that, listen, two things. First things first, you can't just come and interrupt the game. You can't question. You don't have that. You can't just come in like that. That's one thing. And second thing is that whatever decision has been taken has been basically on the knowledge of the umpires and been given a consent by the umpires. If you have an issue against that, you are well within your rights to question or raise it. But both the umpires were fully satisfied with the issue of the injury, and we gave an approval. Now the only thing is that personally, I could empathize with the captain on two reasons. One is because obviously he had lost, so there was he lost, his team had got out, so there was a bit of frustration. And second thing is that the question that he had raised was valid, but at that point in time, I did what I just explained. So I just wanted to share that and get your perspective, anybody else's perspective in terms of whether it was okay or what would have been a better way to handle that situation.
See, it all starts with that, if whatever the substitute decision or something. With the first point that I spoke about today was about your self-confidence, the conviction with you take actions, the conviction with you take your decisions. If you have taken half-hearted decisions, it starts, the decline starts from there and there. If you have taken a decision with conviction, even if that may not be liked by people, or it could be an error maybe, but if you have taken with a conviction, with honest mind, with integrity, you have to stand by it. Then you should not be bothered about who is thinking about what, who is thinking you are biased or not, or who is thinking आपने उसको लीवे दे दिया, वो बड़ा player है, this that. वो चीज हमारे mind से जब चली जाएगी that I have done my job here, तो आधा pressure अपने ऊपर से चला ही जाता है यहाँ पे, because now you are not a guilty party in your mind, someone else is. So now when someone else is, you try to be bigger than him. तो उसको हर बार सिखाने की जरूरत नहीं है. The mistake that I made was whenever I was very confident about my action on the field, I just took on the players. I was morally right sometimes. I was most of the times I was right in the laws. I was right in my application of playing conditions, but I was wrong in common sense. कि यहाँ पे मुझे किसको कितना सिखाना है, किसको कितना उंगली करना है, is what you learn with experience. I know a lot of things, but I need not teach all of them to these guys. तो जब पता है कि this conversation is not heading anywhere, उसका सामने वाला is not in the mood of conversation but of a quarrel, आप conversation को जितना कम रखोगे, because आपको अपने action पे तो firm रखना ही है. You can't always be justifying कि हाँ ये हमारा दोनों का decision है, because it is दोनों का decision. That's what loss is. Correct. तो जब हम ज्यादा discussion, ज्यादा बात करने, ज्यादा justification देने जाते हैं, we tend to slip a word here and there, और उनको एक ही काम होता है, because he has to sit in the tent, you have to do a match. तो जो action आपने ले लिया है, once you tell him in a firm or whatever manner कि भाई ऐसा है, this is done, no more discussion on this, I can entertain post match, you go to your business. जो मुझे शुरू में even I felt very difficult, ये मैं नहीं कर पाता था. I हर वर्ड को जवाब देना मैं जरूरी समझता था, which the realization came very late. तो उससे थोड़ा फिर मैच में कॉन्फ्लिक्ट्स कम होते गए. तो माय एडवाइस वुड बी, सामने वाला कौन से मूड में बात कर रहा है, whether he wants a conversation, offer him a conversation, even if it's critical of you, give him that conversation, give him that hearing. If he's in the mood of quarrel, no, you're not there for that, you're there for decision making.
Kaustubh Nagle from Thane or Ranjit Nagle from Thana, whichever Nagle from Thana had something.
Now it's Kaustubh Nagle, sir, from Thane. My voice has gone a bit hoarse because of a viral throat infection.
Oh, I thought you were fighting with your wife.
No, wife is not at home as of now. So I'm free to talk about the things which happened on the ground. This incident which I'm discussing is about a Sunday at Oval Maidan. We all know Sunday at Oval Maidan is a great opportunity to be around with people of every type, playing cricket as well as doing each and everything. We were doing a Kanga League G Division match, and my partners were very well enough in the first hour of the play. But as the crowd grew up for the tennis matches and all, there started an alterations between the team members who were fielding in our match and the outsiders. At one incident, it went in that way. There was a confrontation and a sort of maravari on the ground. And both of our umpires were aware about it, this is going to happen. But at that point of time, we did not get involved in that alteration. We just stayed aside at our positions together. The team members, fielding team had their substitute player coming in, the captain coming in, discussing those things and getting it sorted out. At the time of lunch, we were asked by our observer, Tantra sir. Very efficiently, he put us a question which was very difficult to answer at that point of time. He asked us, why did not you get involved in that confrontation to solve out the issue between the tennis players and the team inside? We had just one opinion to say, sir, we were not involved in that discussion, what had happened. We did not know what had happened at that point of time. And that is the reason we said, let them handle it out. If it comes down to us, we will make sure that we get it sorted out. Because we had informed the people playing tennis around us while we were at the leg umpire's striker and this thing positions. It just be aside, this match is getting a little bit heated. But as you know, the tennis players don't listen to what you say until they are hurt or they are hit by anything. So Tantra sir asked us, we gave an explanation and it was okay. The lunch happened, the tea happened. At the end of the day, Tantra sir gave us a good remark, both of us, my partner and myself. So you did the right thing. You should not get involved in these things. You should make sure that you are there at your ground until and unless the people come down to you. And this is a matter which is outside the ground. It's not inside the ground on the pitch. So let it be that way. The second incident, I will roll it out. I'll pass on the thing if somebody else, other person is putting up, and then I'll tell of a single ground which I had. What I would like to know is, was this action right? And if in case we have to enhance ourselves in any kind of thing, any kind of action, should we do anything and what?
Like Kasa, now this is very peculiar issue with say tennis ball players. With the Maidans being public Maidans, you can't really do anything lawfully, legally, or anything. They have as much right to play within their designated areas as much as we have. So these are where तुमचे playing conditions आणि lawच्या पलीकडे जाऊन एक common sense play करतो, which obviously I believe that you did really well. I must say. तर तिथे जे you can only lift as much as you can. तर हा इश्यू आपण सॉर्ट करू शकतो का? दिस इज नॉट माय क्रिकेटिंग मॅटर इन द मॅच. कुठेतरी कोणतरी वादावादी करतायत आणि इट मे टर्न व्हायलेंट. तिथे मी जाऊन काय बदल करू शकतोय का, अपार्ट फ्रॉम मी 2 फटके खाण्यापेक्षा इन वर्स्ट केस. तर त्या ठिकाणी म्हणजे पर्सनली न गेलेलं बरं, कारण दॅट इज नॉट विदिन माय परव्ह्यू अँड वेदर आय कॅन लिफ्ट दॅट मच. आय हॅव टेकन इनिशिएटिव्ह अँड गोइंग अँड स्पीकिंग टू द टेनिस बॉल प्लेअर जे इथे खेळतात की असं असं आपल्याला करता येऊ शकतं का, थोडं असं आपण ऍडजस्ट करू शकतो का, बिकॉज आय थॉट दॅट वॉज विदिन माय कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स. तेवढं मी करू शकत होतो, त्याच्या पुढे मी गेलो नसतो. आय वोंट एक्सपेक्ट एनी अदर अंपायर टू डू द सेम. कदाचित मी केलं म्हणून त्यांनी केलं पाहिजे. मला वाटलं ते मला झेपलं असतं तर मी गेलो नसतो. आय थिंक दॅट इज अ रिलेव्हंट वे ऑफ हँडलिंग द थिंग्स. मला काही त्यात गैर नाही वाटत. आय थिंक इट्स अ प्रॉपर.
Yeah, good. Someshwar Lingi, I think, had a question.
येस सर, गुड इव्हनिंग.
Namaskar.
नमस्कार. असे तर बरेच प्रसंग सांगण्यासारखे किंवा ऐकण्यासारखे आहेत, पण आपल्या पंच सहकार्यांनी बरंच काही सांगितलेलं आहे. मला सुद्धा एक छोटासा प्रसंग सांगायचा आहे. जसं की गौतम सरांनी सांगितलं की प्रत्येक खेळाडू हे एक वेगळं व्यक्तिमत्व असतं आणि त्या व्यक्तिमत्वाला आपल्याला हँडल करता आलं पाहिजे. तर असे एक कांगालीची मॅच करत होतो मी सी डिव्हिजन क्रॉस मैदानवर आणि एक चांगली टीम होती, मी नाव सांगणार नाही, आणि चांगला कॅप्टन, भरदार शरीराचा, खांदे मजबूत, छाती काढून पुढे चालणारा, आणि सकाळी मला चांगलं गुड मॉर्निंग केलेला आणि बॅटिंग होती त्यांची. एक 5 विकेट पडल्यानंतर तो स्वतः बॅटिंगला आणि 1-2 ओव्हर खेळल्यानंतर स्लिपमध्ये कॅच गेला आणि क्लोज टू द ग्राउंड, पण कॅच घेतला, प्रॉपरली घेतला. मी पाहिला स्लिपमध्ये आणि जरुरी नाही त्यानेही पाहिला, त्याच्यामुळे आउट द्यायची काही गरज नव्हती. तो निघाला, हाफवे गेला आणि नंतर नॉन स्ट्रायकर त्याला सांगतो, अरे टप्पा पडला होता. तर मी कुठलीही रिॲक्शन दिली नाही, कारण तो निघालाय, मला माहितीये तो आउट आहे आणि त्याला माहितीये तो आउट आहे. तर मी कुठली रिॲक्शन दिली नाही. नंतर तो परत वळला, सर तो सांगतो आता टप्पा पडलाय. बोलत तो काही आता सांगेल, तुम्हाला जावं लागणार आहे, तुम्ही आउट आहे तुम्हाला माहितीये, बरोबर. त्याच्यानंतर तो गेला. मी नॉन स्ट्रायकरला सुद्धा काही बोललो नाही. त्यांची इनिंग लंचलाच संपली आणि नंतर ते लोक फिल्डिंगला आले लंच संपल्यावर आणि मी सुद्धा माझ्या जागेवर जात असताना तो फिल्डिंग लावत होता. तू मिड विकेटला जा, तू स्लिपला जा, आणि माझ्या जवळ येऊन अगदी कानात म्हणाला, सर मगाशी मी आउट होतो का? नॉट आउट होतो ना. म्हटलं तुम्ही पाहिलंय कॅच घेतला होता, मी पाहिले कॅच घेतला होता, बरोबर आहे. नाही सर मला असं वाटतं की टप्पा पडला. बोल कोण म्हणतं असं टप्पा पडला? तर मी म्हणतो. बोल तुम्ही काही म्हणाल, तुमच्या सगळ्या म्हणण्याला मी हो म्हणण्यासाठी इथे आलेलो नाहीये. तर तो हसत हसत म्हणला, काय सर तुम्ही आम्हाला काय बोलायलाच देत नाही, असं म्हणून तो प्रसंग संपला आणि मॅच चांगली झाली. तर कधी कधी असं आउट ऑफ द वे जाऊन सुद्धा आपल्याला उत्तरं द्यावी लागतात, हे मला इथे सांगावंसं वाटतं.
म्हणजे हे कसं असतं, कधी कधी तुमची पण कम्फर्ट लेवल किती आहे, जसं आपण फॅमिलिअरिटी म्हणतो. एखाद्या प्लेअर बरोबर आपण जास्त चर्चा किंवा मस्करीत तेव्हाच बोलू शकतो जेव्हा आपली फॅमिलिअरिटी आहे.
येस येस सर, बरोबर आहे.
म्हटलं सेम शू डझंट फिट एव्हरीवन. हेच जर एखादा नौखा पूर्ण प्रसंग असेल, दिस कम्युनिकेशन कॅन बॅकफायर सुद्धा. तर त्यामुळे नॉर्मली आय वुड ऑलवेज ऍडवाइज की कम्युनिकेशन ऍज मिनिमल ऍज पॉसिबल. पण जसं तुम्ही म्हणताय, एनिथिंग दॅट एंड्स वेल इज अ गुड कम्युनिकेशन. विच डझंट रिझल्ट इन अ क्वारल इज अ गुड कम्युनिकेशन, इज अ गुड हँडलिंग ऑफ प्लेअर. आणि अनदर पॉइंट त्याच्यात मला आता आठवलं म्हणून मला हे करावं असं वाटतं. द प्रॉब्लेम दॅट वी नॉर्मली फेस इज वी आर टू अफ्रेड कम्युनिकेशनसाठी. आपण बऱ्याचदा खूप घाबरलेलो असतो स्वतःच्या डिसिजन मेकिंगसाठी. चूक झाली असेल आपल्याकडनं, एखादी एरर झाली असेल डिसिजनची, तर आपण घाबरलेलो असतो. आपण आपला कॉन्फिडन्स डेंट करतो आणि त्यामुळे आपलं कम्युनिकेशन चांगलं नाही होत. वेदर वी आर टू डिफेन्सिव्ह ऑर वी आर टू अग्रेसिव्ह. आपली चूक झाली आहे म्हणून आपण खूप डिफेन्सिव्ह होऊन जातो, किंवा ती चूक लपवण्यासाठी आपण खूप अग्रेसिव्ह होतो. अँड दॅट इज समटाइम्स क्रिएट्स अ प्रॉब्लेम, बिकॉज इट्स नॉट द decisions or actions that create conflict, but the way they are communicated. ए तुला मी पेनल्टी लावीन, ए तू लवकर किती उशीर करताय. दो वी हॅव एन अथॉरिटी, इट्स ऑलवेज बेटर टू से. म्हणजे जसं मला इथे राजेश सरांनी सांगितलं होतं की आपण जे ह्याला सांगतो, कॅप्टनला सांगतो की ओव्हर शॉर्ट चालू आहेत, इट्स अबाउट नॉट यू आर रनिंग 2 overs short. If you tell them we are running 2 overs short, they believe that we are being part of we are one team. We are running 2 overs short because we are running the game. ती जे आपण शब्द वापरतो की बाबा तू मध्ये येतोस, त्याऐवजी थोडा बाजूला राहिलं, बाजूने आलास तर बरं होईल. यू डोंट टेल देम, यू डोंट पॉइंट देम आउट की तू मध्ये येतोयस विकेटच्या, तू हे करतोयस, तू वेळ घालवतोयस. असं झालं तर बेटर होईल किंवा असं करण्याचा प्रयत्न कर. वेन वी कम्युनिकेट दिस इन दिस मॅनर, बऱ्याचदा तो मेसेज योग्य पद्धतीने पोहोचतो. सो इट्स नॉट ऑलवेज द ऍक्शन्स दॅट वी टेक, बट द वे वी कम्युनिकेट विथ देम.
Someshwar, I personally felt you went overboard with the dialogue.
Yes,
Because it
sir.
could have affected your post-lunch game. All that you needed to tell him was, I knew you were out. Because you walked, I did not raise my finger. If you had stood, I would have raised my finger. Then he would have understood everything. म्हणजे एवढा पुढे कॉन्व्हर्सेशन घेऊन जायला काही गरजच नव्हतं की मी होकार द्यायला आलोय का, मी सर्व गोष्टीला हो करणार आहे का, हे काय बोलायची गरजच नाही. तू निघाला स्पोर्ट्समॅन स्पिरिट मध्ये, मला बरं वाटलं. नाही गेला असतं, तू निघाला नसतं, माझ्या डिसिजन साठी उभं राहिलं असतं तर माझा बोट वर गेला असतं. एवढंच बोललं असतं ना, तो शांत पडलं असतं तिथेच. म्हणजे तुम्ही जे बोलले ते पण बरं आहे, पण जनरली व्हॉट हॅपन्स इज इफ यू टेल देम that you appreciate your gesture of walking, which saved me from giving a decision. Even if you had not walked, I would have given you.
ओके सर,
आणि
ओके.
जर टप्पा पडला असता, मी तुला परत बोलवलं असतं. यू आर वॉकिंग अंडर मिसअप्रिहेन्शन. इट विल हेल्प क्रिएट a better atmosphere for you in the course of the game that is going on.
ओके
Subodh,
सर.
we
Thank you.
are not extending the session, but if anybody wants to speak now, he can. I thought Nihar or somebody else, Nagle,
Yeah.
had some other incident to report.
I have a question. This is not regarding the player, but apparently in a match, I was umpiring with a very senior and respected umpire, and I felt that he was a little aggressive, and I could sense it from the player's reaction as well. However, considering my experience and his experience, it was a little difficult for me to communicate to him, and which resulted in the match a little bit of fireworks sparks going on later in the day. I just wanted to share, but more importantly learn in terms of how do I help my fellow umpires, especially when it's somebody who's a little more senior, so I don't burn bridges, but at the same time communicate the message.
Gautam, shall I take it?
येस, फक्त मी एकच हे करू का, म्हणजे ऍज अ
Yeah.
see Nihar,
Please.
what I would like to tell ki see, we are individually also, we are different personalities. So the problem that you felt, most of umpires would have felt with me, because I am sometimes too aggressive. But what happens is, when you are not agreeing to something what your partner is doing, it's still important that you are part of the team. So when he is aggressive, your job as a team man becomes something, it becomes more responsible, because now if the players are not happy with him, they are looking up to you. So you have to balance that. You have to raise your game here, be more responsible, be more acceptable, and you have to carry on the game. You are not entering your partner's zone. If he is not doing something right in his own capacity, he may face his consequences, but you will stay true to your team, and in fact you will take that added responsibility that has come to you if you believe. So I'm not concerned with my partner here, I'm concerned with how I am adding to it as a team.
Yeah, just adding on to what you said, Gautam. Nihar, everybody is a respected umpire. And when you go onto the field of play, you're a pair. Somebody may be more experienced. So there's nothing called respected higher level umpire. You both are doing the same level of game. There's no higher level of game alone. If you feel, yes, there is something, at an appropriate time when you guys go to meet each other, when a decision happens or something, say, sir, थोड़ा आराम से ले लेना, अपना तबीयत क्यों खराब कर रहे हो, ये लोग ऐसे ही है ना, चलेंगे, आप अपने अपना काम करते हैं, उनको जो करना है करने दीजिए. Just put it across to him. The guy, if you have called him senior, will surely understand what you're trying to convey. He will understand that, okay, I may have looked aggressive, or I may have looked brash. He would correct immediately. And there's no use, no harm helping somebody to do that. It could happen unconsciously, subconsciously sometimes. And you can always tell him, as Gautam said, I'm with you. Sir, I'm with you. But छोड़ दो उनको, जो कर रहे हैं उनको करने दो, हम अपना काम करते हैं, उनसे क्यों ये करें, बहस करें. Something like this, words to the effect. I do not know the exact incident, so I am putting symbolic words to the whole conversation. Jasmine had a question. Jasmine, you have to be quick.
Yeah, sir. So I had a question. Like sometimes there are times when players don't, agree with your decision, or they sort of pass some remark of some sort, and so obviously you don't engage or take it further. But say very next day you have the same players playing. So I mean, from a player management perspective, like should we just go about our normal game, and or should we, just try to say something of or break the ice or anything of that sort?
See, there are
Gautam.
22. Yeah, so there are 22 players, and you can't please everyone. I'll just give you an example of a judge who gives a decision. Newspaper में कुछ आ जाता है, कुछ articles लिखे जाते हैं. Some are criticizing that decision. Judge doesn't go out and say, "अरे मेरा decision सही था," because you can't go and shout out, "it was correct or incorrect." What you can do is you can give them opportunity by say staying 10 minutes post the game or something. What I normally do, say if there's a caught behind appeal, allowed caught behind appeal, which I have negated or something of that sort, I stay at the wicket. Even at the end of the over, I don't leave my position, I stay there. It's sort of an opportunity I give to the wicket keeper or a slip fielder when he walks past me to make that comment what he makes. If I run to the square leg, he feels that, okay, I'm running away.
Yeah.
I'm here, I'm ready to face the whatever opinion you have on my decision. So he may say, sir, laga tha, sir, it to clear out tha. Then you just nod, okay, to leave. That sorts out the issue there. Post the game, they might come to you, or if you are there, if there is an interaction, they'll say, sir, वो था सुबह का, अरे यार हो गया ना, शायद मैंने मिस कर दिया. Doesn't matter अगर मिस किया है नहीं किया है, because that stops the talk. What they just want, they know that you are going to miss 1 or 2 or even 3 on a day. Whether you are open to it, whether you are open to a feedback, whether you are open to criticism, whether you are open to face the consequence of your action. That's all. That's what I think, at least the feedback that I received from the players, even post match, is that you are open to them. You are not running away or you are not defending yourself. That's what suffice.
Again, adding on to Gautam, Jasmine, unless the word used is derogatory, just ignore it. If it's derogatory, you still have the reporting to do, which is much a bigger tool today than was ever there. So the objective is not to spoil your mood while umpiring. Gautam, thank you so much for being on the show. Really was worth it, every pence that was put into it. We meet next Saturday again.